Look at me. Look at me! Janet. You are Janet.
Jack?
No, dear. Dr. Rolston told me. I haven't seen your husband this afternoon. Would you like me to call him?
No. I want Jack.
Now,
stop.
Go easy. Take it slowly, one word at a time.
Wedding. Jack, stop. Wedding in time.
I'm sorry, Trevor, but it's true. Look at me. Look at me! Janet. You are Janet.
I can explain everything.
You.
Can we please just go to another room?
You tricked me again.
Just hear me out. That's all I'm asking.
I was going to marry you.
Look, I know it's a big shock. But if you think about it, it's really not that bad. It's not.
I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. Over right now. Right now. Tim, it's me. Laurel tried to tell me.
Look at me.
She had your number from day one.
You know me.
Something's wrong, Trevor. Something doesn't add up here, Trevor.
You've seen me every day for months.
I'm sick. I ought to have my head examined.
Your instincts are better than Laurel's.
I'm walking around in a fantasy land.
No, you thought you found a kindred spirit, and you were right. You were right, Trevor.
Tripping the Light's fantastic with Ms. Charlie Manson.
No, I'm just like any other mother.
Killer.
I haven't hurt anyone.
No, not if you don't count stuffing that down a well and leaving her there for dead.
That was before therapy.
Not if you don't count bashing Will Cortland's head in with a crowbar and splashing his brains all over the wall, no.
Look, I had severe personality problems, but I worked them out through therapy. I'm a different person.
Just a different face, that's all. You still mean Janet Green underneath.
No, I am normal now.
Normal people don't go changing their faces.
That's the price I had to pay.
Normal people don't go changing their names.
I was going to tell you, Trevor.
When? When? On the honeymoon?
No, the minute I got off the bus from prison.
Pass me some more champagne. Excuse me, did you know I was Janet from another planet?
Trevor, I can explain everything. Just not in front of all these people. Can we just go into another room, please?
No, Planet, dear. You belong in a cage. And that's where you're going. What are you waiting for? Go ahead, arrest her.
May I come in? No charge.
What are you telling me? Everybody knows she's a psychopathic killer.
Since my release, I've been a model citizen.
What does she got to do? To snuff out another victim?
I work hard. I pay my rent.
What is this cockamamie bull?
I haven't even jaywalked.
You know the law, Trevor. Can you think of a charge?
I haven't done anything wrong.
Fraud. Yeah, try that one on. Conducting business under an alias.
Trevor.
Jane Cox. Wilma Jane Cox. She didn't even rob the phone book. She just took her mother's maiden name. That's it. Wilma and Jane were in on this from the top. It was just a mother and daughter scheme, wasn't it?
No, my mother wouldn't even join me in a hand of gin rummy.
You don't expect me to believe that this was just chance, that Wilma blows into town right after you show up, do you?
No, more like bad karma. She's like an anchor on my leg. I mean, I can't do anything without her getting in the way. That harpy didn't even recognize me, and she still put me through the ringer.
Don't call my grandmother a harpy. She's not the harpy. You are.
All right. I'm sorry, but Wilma happens to be a very hostile person.
No, it took her a split second to peg you. Her Janet alarm went off right away. I just wonder how long it took her to figure out why.
My mother is the root of my problems.
Don't you tell me she didn't put the pieces together. She slipped and she called you Janet.
What has Wilma got to do with this? Wilma's irrelevant.
Laurel and Wilma were together and trying to take you out at the knees, and then all of a sudden, 180, turns around, you're making cookies for her. How'd that happen, huh? What'd you do to her? Would you con her? You threaten her? What?
She pushed her down the steps.
I did not.
You did. You pushed my grandmother down the steps. She said you did.
I didn't.
The stair incident. That's right. She fell in right after that. I wonder how she tumbled into the big picture. What happened? Was that right after you tried to kill her, or what?
I didn't try to kill her.
Maybe it was after that little visit to the prison. Sure. Janet's not home anymore, right? Yeah, and all of a sudden, poof, Grandma disappears. What'd you do to get rid of her, huh?
Did you kill my grandma?
No.
You did, didn't you?
No, I did
Where
not.
is she? Did you lock her up? Did you throw her down a well?
No. She is playing shuffleboard on the cruise ship called the Empress Catherine. If you don't believe me, call them. Wire the ship.
Don't worry, we will.
You did something to her. She wouldn't have left if you hadn't done something bad.
She preys on wealthy widowers. Cruise ships happen to be her hunting ground. What did you expect? That she'd get a job?
Ding, ding, ding. Dawn comes the Mr. Marblehead, Tad. Check your personnel files. I'm betting that Wilma's Social Security number is on Jane Cox's file. 10 to 1.
So what? 9 little digits. So what? No one got hurt.
There's your charge. There's your charge. She ripped off Wilma's Social Security number.
As long as the payments were withheld and put into Wilma's account, there's been no felony.
Then lock her up for impersonating Wilma.
It's not against the law to change your name.
Falsifying an identity.
She can dye her hair red and call herself Susan Sarandon, and it's not breaking the law.
Conspiring to endanger my whole family.
Trevor, I am devoted to your family.
So what are you telling me? We can't lock her up until she tries to attack another Dylan?
Not unless she breaks the law.
So what's that mean? She's got to be walking down the mall with a bloody crowbar in one hand and my crushed skull in the other?
Trevor, please, please, I have nothing but the warmest feelings towards you.
Oh, you don't have a warm feeling in your body. You are a man-eating shark. And don't give me this bull about you've changed your life. It's the same old M.O. It's a bottle of peroxide and a blonde disguise. You can cozy up to me and go after my life.
Trevor, I came back for a good reason, the best reason, to see my daughter.
Oh, you don't have a daughter.
Amanda is my natural child.
No. You gave up your parental rights.
I had postpartum depression.
Don't give me that.
I was going to the penitentiary. I thought it was going to be for life.
That don't cut no ice with me.
I made the toughest sacrifice any mother can make. I gave up my child so she could have a happy life. I gave her up because I loved her that much, and I still love her.
I don't want to hear this.
I love her so much I had half my face burned off so I could get out of prison early. I love her so much that I gathered every ounce of my courage, and I came and I rang your door, and I told you my name, Trevor.
You did not.
I did. You couldn't accept it, but I told you who I was. Think back to that day. Laurel answered the door, and she wouldn't let me pass the front door. You were ticked off because I'd been following you around trying to get your attention. You said, why are you pestering me? What are you doing here? Who are you? I answered, Janet Green. Remember? You thought it was some kind of a sick joke. You almost slammed the door in my face. You said Janet Green's a dirty word around here. And that's when I knew I had to lie to you. I knew you weren't going to let me see my daughter. And I had to see Amanda. She's my baby. She's my baby. Don't you understand? But I couldn't tell you the truth.
I trusted you with my kids.
Janet Green is dead and buried. I'm Jane Cox. I'm the woman that you wanted to marry. The woman you chose to raise your children. The woman you held and kissed and touched.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be sick.
Who do you spend all your time with, Trevor? Who do you have dinner with every night? Who laughs at the same jokes and cries at the same movies? Who did you fall in love with?
Somebody I made up in my head.
No, you didn't. It was me. Me.
No. It was your act, and I fell for it.
All right. I admit I laid it on a little thick at first. I wanted to be Amanda's babysitter, but a miracle happened. I fell in love with the whole Dillon family.
Yeah, right. Like you really love me.
I do, Tim.
And I can tell that you're crazy about Harold.
Look, I swear I had nothing to do with the disappearance of that dog. It ran away.
He didn't run away. You got rid of him. Laurel knows it, too.
I would never hurt a defenseless animal.
You'd wipe out anybody that got in your way.
He's upset. He'll get over it. With time and love, he'll get over it. That's what we all need, you know. We just need to pull together. We can be the perfect family. We can be happy, Trevor. We're connected. We need each other. Please, I'm begging you. Don't bail out on me. Don't throw our dreams away.
It's more than a storyline. It's a legacy.
I just found out you were here. He thinks he can cheer you up. People outside said it would be okay if we came in and said hi. Surprise.
Harold!
Easy, boy, easy.
That's fine. Fine. How? Where?
I don't know where he's been or how he got home. He just turned up in the nick of time.
Where did...
Yeah. You know in the part where the minister says, if anyone can show just cause why these two shall not be joined, that's when Harold charged in and jumped all over the bride.
Janet.
We know. Everybody knows. Harold knew all along. You should have seen him. He was tearing Janet's dress to bits.
Good dog. Jack. Did Jack...
Yeah, when the wedding was about to start up again, Jack came in and told the whole story. That Jane is really...
Janet.
Right. If it wasn't for you, Janet would be my stepmother by now.
Lucky.
Yeah. Lucky. Lucky to have you on my side. This is the second time you saved me. It's like nothing bad can happen to me while you're around. You know, remember last year when you were telling me about guardian angels? How Nat is mine?
Nat sent Harold home.
The Dillon family's got 2 guardian angels. One in heaven and one right here. I love you, Laurel.
Love you.
We're the perfect family.
We could be. We're so close.
2 motherless children, a hyena,
That's uncalled
a
for.
dad who's got cotton candy where his brain ought to be.
You couldn't find a better mother. I'm a devoted parent.
I'd be out of your mind to think that I'd ever think about marrying you again. And me, I ought to be in a mental institution for letting this happen again. There's got to be something majorly wrong with my head to get it this close twice in a row.
There's nothing wrong with you, Trevor. You're a warm, kind, sensitive man. Oh, look at me. You're breaking my heart. Don't you care?
I ought to be breaking your skull. That's how you make your point.
Not anymore. Where are you going?
I'm going to get my daughter.
No, not yet.
Get out of my way.
No. Look at me, Trevor, please. Don't get Amanda. Don't bring her down here. She's my baby. I don't want her to see me like this, please. I'm her mother. No, mother.
Don't you ever call yourself her mother again.
But that's what I am.
Her real mother is dead.
I carried her for 9 months. I brought her into this world.
It's not Amanda's fault. A she-devil like you tricked me into the sack. Amanda doesn't have to pay for my mistakes.
What are you saying?
I'm telling you, you never go near her again. You got that? Never. Ever. You couldn't find your jacket. I'll bring the blanket back tomorrow. I'm gonna go bye-bye now. Say bye-bye to Tad and Dixie. Bye-bye.
Trevor, please. No, don't do this. Don't do this.
Daddy's got a surprise for you. Remember Harold the doggy? Yeah, sure you do. Harold's at home. Woof, woof.
Trevor, please don't take her away from me. Don't take her away. Amanda's all I've got in this world. The thought of holding my baby's the only thing that kept me alive in prison. Please, no. No, no, no. Trevor's angry. You probably all are. But just give me a minute before you condemn me. Just a little while ago, I was marching down the stairs in my wedding dress. You're all smiling at me and wishing me well. I'm the same Jane you were rooting for. I'm a good person. My psychological problems are gone. If you don't believe me, call Dr. Jaffe at Greenbrier Correctional Facility. She'll tell you I'm completely rehabilitated.
I'll have someone pack your bags and leave them on the porch. Pick them up before the trash man comes.
That's not fair. That's not fair. You're making a mistake. Erica. Remember when you and I had to join cells and you gave me that makeup lesson? You showed me how to use eyeliner. You know I'm not a monster. Tell them they can trust me.
Well, I'm very glad that you can put your eyeliner on straight, but let's not get carried away.
But we communicated. We had these long talks. We had a fundamental understanding.
I felt sorry for you, but it doesn't mean that I would trust you married to a friend of mine or playing mommy to his children. I mean, how could you do this to Trevor again? I think that you're really deeply disturbed.
All I ever wanted was a family. Is that so horrible? I mean, everyone in this room has someone to go home to, a child, a parent. I just wanted someone to love.
You had a sister who loved you, and you condemned her to a slow, agonizing death. I'm the one who dragged her out of that well. I saw what you did firsthand.
How many times can I tell you I'm sorry?
Sorry really doesn't cut it anymore.
Haley. You and I were like that. You would never have gotten through algebra without me.
My gratitude faded as soon as you tied me to a chair and held a gun to my head.
But that was the old Janet Green. She was a very damaged person. But I recovered through therapy. Some people it's religion. For me, it was therapy. Doesn't anyone believe in a second chance around here?
I do. I truly believe that my brother Will could have turned his whole life around if you hadn't taken it from him. So I have a little question for you, Janet. Where's my brother's second chance?
Then what?
That Janet had given them to her at Greenbrier. But the thing had so many teeth marks in it, it looked like one of Harold's bones. I know Harold's smart. But do you think he's smart enough to hang on to that bottle just to bring it home to tip us off?
Very, very, very smart.
Harold's the bestest, smartest, bravest dog in the whole world.
Well, I come with glad tidings, but it looks like you two beat me to it.
Happy ending.
We better get out of here. I know someone who needs a bath.
Yeah, your dad and little sister probably home. They left Taz a little while ago.
What's Wacketta doing?
Well, last time I saw Janet, she was still trying to win friends and influence people. Then I slipped out the back door.
Good luck. Thanks for hanging in there, Laurel.
Well, that's my wife. Never say die.
Take care, your dad.
Don't worry. I will. See ya.
See you, big guy.
You save the day?
No. You saved the day.
I'm very, very sorry about what I did to your brother.
You're sorry. That's it? That's all?
You may have forgotten, Dixie, but Will was a very damaged person himself.
So you're saying that it's my brother's own fault that you bludgeoned him to death?
No.
That he deserved it?
I'm not saying that. No one deserves that. I was irrational.
You're going to get married in my house.
I didn't invite myself here. Tad offered.
Will never got to see this house. He never got to come to my wedding. He'll never get to see my little boy grow up. He'll never get married or fall in love or have children, and you want me to feel sorry for you.
No, not sorry. Just try to understand.
Understand what? My brother is cold in the grave, and you're here in my house trying to make friends.
I served my time.
2 years for a life? You think 2 years is justice?
It may not seem fair.
No, Janet, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair at all.
Dixie, your brother was a rapist. Everybody in Pine Valley knew it.
Get out of my house. Get out.
Come on. It's a no-win situation.
Murderer. Murderer.
Ted, tell her I'm a good friend.
Murderer. 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 Murderer.
Mom's gone. She's not ever coming back. How are we going to live without Mama being with us, Will?
It'll all turn out okay.
How? It can't. There's not anyone left to take care of us. We're all alone.
We're not alone, Dix. We got each other. I'm gonna take care of you forever. I'm gonna stay with you, look after you, make sure nothing bad ever happens to you. I'm gonna protect you till the day I die.
So I make the turnoff, and all of a sudden I hear sirens blaring, and there's Officer Stroop on Highway Patrol.
Oh, no.
Listen, if they gave out medals for fast talking, I'd be wearing the gold one right now.
Trevor, okay?
Well, Trevor's still breathing.
Poor Trevor.
Yeah, he probably feels like the world's biggest fool, but hey, could be a lot worse. Could be on his honeymoon with Janet right now.
Oh.
He'll be okay. With a little help from his friends.
You have had a bug in your bonnet about Jane since day one, and I am sick of it.
Too bad.
Look, what has she ever done except bend over backward to be nice and helpful? And she has been a good friend to me, unlike some people I know.
I've tried to be a good friend to you, Trevor, even when you make it very, very difficult.
You got no right to badmouth Jane to Wilma.
Look, Wilma asked my opinion of Jane. Was I supposed to lie to her? I tried to answer her questions with as much honesty as I could.
Honest, you want honesty? You are messing things up. And you stop bad-mouthing Jane or you're answering to me.
I'll answer to you. I don't like her. I've made no secret of that, and I don't trust her.
All right, fine, don't trust her. Hate her for all I care, but just keep your opinions away from me and my family.
Trevor, what do you see in her? Why do you jump to defend her? You've got to admit she is strange. Or, okay, if she's not strange, she's at least eccentric.
Strange? I am strange. You want eccentric? I am eccentric. Nobody marches to a different drummer better than I do. And you know what? So what?
But your kind of strange is not the same thing as her kind of strange. So don't expect me to trust her, and don't expect other people to trust her either.
You're saying the dame is pulling the wool over my eyes? Is that what you're saying? Go ahead and say it.
I think she's pulling the wool over your eyes. I think this is a fault in you, that you trust the wrong women.
Hey, you should know.
I was referring to Janet Green.
Oh, good. You have dipped to a new low, comparing Jane Cox to some psycho you don't even know.
The reason I even answered Wilma's questions about her, Trevor, is because I'm concerned. I'm truly concerned. Can't you see that?
Janet. Janet.
Come on. Get out of here before they stone us. I'll drive you home.
What home? You heard Myrtle.
Well, fortunately for you, I've got a luxurious suite at the glorious Pinecone Motel. It's great to have best friends in such high places.
I almost had it all, Kendall. My baby. A life, a family. I was so close, and they took it all away from me.
I know. Look, maybe you can try and look on the bright side. At least you got a best friend who knows what you're going through. Understands. Maybe we get a good night's sleep. We can put our heads together and come up with something.
It's good of you, but I just want to be alone.
Here?
I can't move. I have to think. I can't move.
Whatever you say. I'm going to be at the Pine Cone when you want to come out of the rain. Darling.
Oh, you're a wonderful desk. Have I ever told you that?
Hi.
There you are.
What you did was underhanded, it was devious.
I know I was underhanded and devious. Some people break the rules sometimes when there's a good reason for it. But I really need somebody on my side, Tad. This whole town is against me. They're ready to take me out to the stake and burn me.
What are you doing here?
Out! You get out, or I am going to call the police.
Okay, Janet. Suit yourself. Fine, you do it. What are you doing?
Nobody's gonna call the police.
She should be arrested.
Why? She's done nothing to be arrested for.
Are you serious?
Dixie, she's paid for that.
What? She is trespassing here on private property. All right, that has to be against the law, right?
Nobody was trespassing. She was just telling me why she did what she did.
Tad, I don't want to know why she did what she did. I don't care. I don't want to see her again. Do you hear me? I want you out of here now. I never want to see your face again. In case you have forgotten, you are fired.
Please don't do this.
Just go for now.
But hit the road.
I'll call you later.
What are you thinking? Listening to that mad woman?
Dixie, up until a few hours ago, you liked her so well you were going to host her wedding and reception in our home, let alone pay for it.
That was not my idea.
Well, maybe not, but I wasn't the one that agreed to be her matron of honor. And I don't know about you, but I've always thought if you agree to stand up for somebody at their wedding, it means you like them. Now, honey, what has she done in the last few hours to change that?
You are defending her.
I'm not defending her.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I just wanted to know what happened. That's all.
She murdered my brother.
And she went to prison for it. And on top of everything that happened to her last night, I'm not sure that she should be fired.
Excuse me? You're not sure you should fire Janet
All
Green?
I'm saying is that our criminal justice system in
Has
its infinite
gone
wisdom decided
insane.
she was guilty and sent her away. She was incarcerated. Dixie, they say that she's paid for her crime.
2 years? 2 years in prison, a roof over her head, 3 meals a day, clean sheets. This is a fair trade for my brother's life? 2 lousy years? I don't consider that justice,
The
Tad.
authorities thought that she was ready, that she deserved this chance.
She doesn't deserve any chance. Tad, she murdered Will. What, I'm supposed to just forget that? How do I do that?
I know. And believe me, I haven't forgotten it. But Dixie, let's be honest. Everybody in town was lining up to take a shot at Will. Janet Green just got there first. Honey, we're talking about a man that raped Gloria. He raped your best friend. He was about to rape Haley. Hell, even you disowned him. Sweetheart, come on. You can't just remember Will as he was as a child.
Look, you don't get to tell me what I should or should not remember, all right? I was there. I remember every horrible second. I nearly lost my mind over Will's death, and here you are, defending the woman who murdered him.
She was also the woman that did everything she could to save Dell's life.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's the truth, honey. I'm telling you. Up until 3 weeks ago, she was prepared to travel halfway around the world, do anything, meet anybody, to get him a kidney so you wouldn't have to give him one of yours. I know. I arranged it. It's the truth. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Yes. All it means is that the new Janet is just as capable of deceit as the old Janet was. I'm not surprised that if she would have gone shopping in the park after dark with a knife like Jack the Ripper.
Oh, come on, you gotta be calm.
No! You have to choose, Tad. It's either me or Janet.